All right, ebusiafo mamu nyina akwaba. National Peace Council as a Christian council, omu nyina yepe. They play almost the same role. Ghana ha Peace Council, Christian Council, ni nyina asofo nko a, omu nyina they are the same people. The national or self-styled National Peace Council, let me put it that way, the self-acclaimed, self-styled National Peace Council have approached the NDC. Actually said, the NDC must append their signature on what they call a peace declaration form ahead of the 2024 general elections. Now when our NDC national chairman Johnson Asiedu Nketiah, aka General Mosquito, so Ababontin Abetrese, the NDC will do no such thing. The NDC is not ready to append their signature on any so-called peace declaration form ahead of the 2024 general elections. But Peace Council they keep mounting pressure on the NDC to append their signature on their so-called peace declaration form. Itiembra na me mo madrink akra bi ma wo mo. Ye ni kan ye nhwe some few videos of nia ekoso. Pressure omo ashasti aye mounting on the NDC. And NDC, you have to sign. General Mosquito, you have to sign. Blah blah blah. Ye ni kan ye nhwe some few videos of it. Na me mo madrink akra bi ema the so-called Christian or Peace Council. Listen.
Our plea is let bygone be bygone. Not that we forget it. No sensible person can forget his past, because the past can always guide us as we move ahead. But we can shelve it with the hope that, yes, we would be able to do better. We have what it takes to do much better than we are doing now.
We believe that Ayɛ Hot was going to happen. There was a commission. There were recommendations. The recommendations have not been implemented so far. Condition number one is that let us see full implementation of the recommendations of Ayɛ Hot West Wogon. We want to see initiation of prosecution in respect of the perpetrators of the killings in Techiman South, Ablikuma Central, Banda, and Odododio.
All right, let me first of all pause here. Now, me mama drink a crab ma womo. Na we need some way ekoso. NDC National Chairman Johnson Asiedu Nketiah lay down conditions be as a Peace Council no come out to fulfill, and I say abino they come out to fulfill no beboa ama omo edi omo signature ashes peace declaration form no ase. But it seems the Peace Council, no, they are not even ready or willing to listen to what the NDC is saying. Now, let me say this to the NDC, say, Ghanaians, your supporters don't want you to append your signature on any so-called peace declaration form. Editia, Ghana ha, ye ni kayentia say, ye moto no, freedom and justice. That is one thing that every Ghanaian must first of all understand. Said the motto of Ghana, freedom and justice, and freedom and peace. So I see no reason why you people are going about asking for peace and a peace and a peace and a peace. Yeah, the peace, yeah, then. Yeah, say peace is a byproduct of justice. Or maybe a justice, or automatically peace by juma. Money can montia say, or my biano. Say you did my justice no juma, or automatically no peace no juma, because peace is a byproduct of justice. But in a nation where there is no justice, there can never ever be peace. It menemua anka adi anko say bo pursue justice. Justice must begin with yourselves. Because ye pe enkofo bimpo ama omwa signing peace form is supposed to be you, the Peace Council or the Christian Council. Why? Because you people yourselves are not even there for peace. Yet Ghana ha Ayɛ Hot so wagwan nipa say ne wuye ya antemone mo antimi anka ho asem. And you are here telling the NDC to come and append their signature on a peace declaration form. Yet Ghana ha and in 2020 man penyeku faru bo nipa wachitu, the so-called Peace Council, the so-called Christian Council, you were quiet. When the NDC were talking, you people were there, you were quiet. You couldn't utter a word. Now, so Techiman, ye bonipa wachitu, the so-called Peace Council, the so-called Christian Council could not utter a word, and today you are here asking the NDC to append their signature on a peace form. Why don't you go to Ekufuado to append his signature on that same peace form. Why don't you go there? Why are you coming to the NDC? Ghana, the NDC has got no record of brutalizing voters. Ebinsi da. Since the days of JJ Rawlings in Puana or Yesuja Niana Ghana for Sono Crampono, election be anywhere you call ye under JJ Rawlings and near a year in 2020 ABC year. Yenkunipa, Yamonipa to Ebinsi da. Since the days of EC chair, Afarijan Airbag Nano, Yenkunipa Bia or Ghana is only under a Kufuado NPP abine, and in 2020 they shed blood and they are even proud of it. Audios appear, Ayatia and Kofuno say they are ready to kill, they are ready to do anything just to secure power.
In the parliament, every person law quite a tongue of four. 2024 election. Obi enu send be eluso. Me no nyina wa. It will shock you. I be say Nigeria Tinubu di win election no. We have a court. On fa court to apa enko. We are ever ready. That's certain normal. At 2020 election cry say be sacrificing it for 8 just to win the election. Already. But Bonko for 2 for 8. So what we need is power. And power no, but do maybe a tall mammy, 5 power. When a power now, what's that? We are ever ready for this election. No more money in this bit maybe, but I'm telling you, the party and homes is here, and the president of this is here. You will never hand power to John Mahama. And see, people can bring it on. And see a party, here for party, or for school, I say, but Sebi den kwasefo befem
Tiepe sabi enkofobi ama omo sign peace declaration form one. Number 1 is supposed to be the so-called Christian council. Say mon sign say you people will stand for justice. Say nia ebesi biara ye bema no kre adedi. Say mon tena Ghana ha enya hwe ha ema ekufuado enwiemu. Emma Ekufuado ain't changing the will of the people. You people are supposed to first of all sign such a form before any party at all can sign a peace declaration form. And that form should begin with the NPP and not the NDC. Why? Because they are the ones who have got the record of brutalizing innocent, unarmed voters. Let us call a spade and not a big spoon. A dear peace in a yepe, a dear that thing of yepe peace in a peace. Muhinimu, go out there and do the needful, and peace will automatically come to you because Sanya make no peace in a yeka huasemno. A by product of justice or my diano. Say justice anya juma peace anya juma that namoka se NDC Jimmy. Moka se NDC Jimmy wahu abribiano. You want the NDC to be victims of peace. Esan se munim ni amo planning na munim ni amo babe yenti mu di NDC echi and a more mounting pressure on NDC and a peace and a monsanyo and a peace nipa non sua and as a party non sua mona moa mu chesi almost say or monsano party be they are already known for peace. Sorry, Ghana yeka party a enye basabasa krambo anka ye NDC. I am telling you the fact. Ghana ha ye kan party a pasumdue ye kan party a enye basabasa mpoanka NDC. In the said ni amona mo mounting pressure no, that pressure should not be on the NDC. That pressure should rather be on the NPP because they are the ones who are known for violence. For example, 2020 NDC so-called peace council, what did you people say about that incident? Ebesine, you people are quiet. Ekufuado has never ever even passed a single comment about that sad incident. And you are here in Ghana, you are quite white because you have all been bought. Missing Ghana, peace council be anyhow, Christian council be anyhow. These people are a bunch of criminals, they are a bunch of hooligans, they are a bunch of fools. And nobody should listen to them. I'm telling you, the NDC, never ever append your signature on any so-called peace declaration form. We don't need it. If there should be any form, that form should be justice declaration form. And more, because peace, a by-product of justice. I repeat myself, peace, a by-product of justice. Or my biano say justice anya juma, there can never ever be peace. Shut up. Now you can't crunch other son. Yen kano krenche Jimmy Fowe, yen kano krenche Muawe. Yen to also listen.
So yes, it is the goodwill. I want a situation where each one of you here, individual or collectively, will be able to call me, mention me, or approach me and tell me that, Morvi, you gave us the commitment that this, and that. Why, therefore, this? That is the way forward. So I think, and that is what we have actually come out with, that give us the benefit of the doubt. And the brakes that you have applied, whether they are hydraulic or manual, you release them a little bit and give us the breathing space to be able to move a little bit, while you also watch and see what we do. Perchance you may come to agree with you that they are making an effort to do this and that and that, and that should be the approach of all of us.
Benefit of a dear doubt. My blood saved the ball, Amasa. My blood the ball, my head the bust. Benefit of the doubt. Yet Ghana ha. And a kufado aquatia tantan, a hot tantan, a shall says, oh, pian and call for into the easy. And all these things they are doing, undermine the peace of this nation. Yet Ghana ha, brand a champion, agent and simple to say, the NPP will never ever hand over power, and they'll do everything it takes to win power. The NDC has never ever made such pronouncements.
Because I mean, say NDC for pay, I'm pay 2024 abano, and now you win it. I'm winning. I'm winning. Go check your record. I'm winning. Na MPP amanyo kuono. MPP amanyo kuono. Yes, you say you winning election. MPP. Yes, you say you winning election. It's the enemy. Quite be as why you winning 2024 abano. You better so. You're a political party. You're a political party. Asaf for one, Imam for one, Omobugun for one. That year is a winning election. It's a quite be a faswa. You're winning election. You're a faso. But you're a bukashapo. You're winning election. No, near Tuma Paya and so.
It's logic and common sense between the NPP and the NDC. Which among these two parties are willing for peace? And I say, are eager for peace. Yet God ha Mampanye Kufuado actually say he is only willing to hand over power to Mumuni Baumia, Mutminka Wasem and Moa, while body saponchi. And I'm hot say, give us the benefit of the doubt. Peace Council, Christian Council, bunch of hypocrites. Yente Ghana ha Mahama and you people were talking. Under John Dramani Mahama, about one point you talk. Sabi you. Mokasa yama empo Ghana for your timetable. Say Mahama kudare. Say Mahama didi. Say niya Mahama yebiya Ghanaians were giving timely update on whatever John Dramani Mahama was doing. Ekufado ba ye, you people are quiet. Now so John Dramani Mahama ebinsi Ghana da. Say mampeni bi enya 4 years pe empo Africa NDC. Say mampeni bi enya 4 years pe ya 20 ano wanya basabasa sa mampeni no willingly handed over power ebinsi empo me say Africa NDC Ghana. It was the first time. It when you now say John Dramani Mahama, the party's leader, is a leader of peace. John Dramani Mahama yobia opasumje. John Dramani Mahama yobia on pebasabasa. John Dramani Mahama yobia on pentokwa. So why are you chasing Mahama with your so-called nasty evil peace declaration form? Go and take that form to the Jubilee House. Take that form to Ekufado. Take that form to Brian Champo. Take that form to Jubilee House. Take that form to your own people. Take that form to the NPP. Take that form to the bastards that you call your party leaders. They are the ones who are supposed to sign such a form and not the NDC. I am telling you people the fact. The same party under their watch, I'm swallow your body to encore baby. The same party under their watch, JB down Kwabo running them what second could ebesine encore baby. The same party under their watch, John Kuma ebesine, you who are the potia ekun John Kuma. Namuti Ghana chese, NDC na sign is a peace declaration the more bodam. Let us call a spade and not a big spoon. Chireme election bang and na NDC oversaw to a yekuni pa Ghana ha. Election bay. Is it 1996? Is it the year 2000? Is it the year 2004? Is it 2008? Maybe some. And for 2004, 2008, na ekofo 80. Let me say it properly. Is it 96? Is it 2000? Is it 2012? Election bay. Is it 2016? Election bay. And NDC. Sebi ekremu handle ya yeku nipa organa ha abribia election yeku nipa bo nipa tuo eye NPP election NPP handle ye. Now, a certain government are all try every means possible to break the eight. All trances are if it's uncle for we and Numuba. A being free NDC penny for home. Now, Ghana had say NDC and a peace form, declaration form, and a peace form, NDC must sign, and a how in Kwasia form fire burn all of you. Let me say, with no remorse, with no apology, fire burn all of you. Kwasiafo and the moon so the Munsase they say no so-called peace council for Tiga it sounds say a young people until you are quiet. Kwasia Motegana ha mampeni pia and busia for obaye while running family and friends government of over 126 ministers ama enempo isi crampo no ekufuado ateki over. Mon kancha Jane Mensa. Mon fa peace for mono and command Jane Mensa na on sign. Mon fa peace for mono and Kufuado. Brother Champo, Baumia, Kennedy Japan, and a Sanquasia phone sign. Take your so-called diabolic form to the bastards to go and sign. The NDC, I repeat, must never ever append your signature on any form. And yes, sir, you shall be taken for granted. Edientia, I plot by Kufuado. Ekufuado and now small Sanquasia we say, hi, go to them, go and give them that form, let them sign. Ni nano the doings of Ekufuado Timu Nim, that's the most sign form here. That will be the beginning of your defeat. Let me say, I know these people, I know what I'm talking about. You can never ever go to the post with a diabolic 3 feet Ekufuado signing a peace declaration form. And yet, yes, sir, they will deceive you, they will cheat you, and they will take advantage of you. Learn sense and wise up, you the NDC. Never ever append your signature. This is evil. Let us advocate for justice. Let us preach justice, and peace will prevail. Nonsense. And yeah, about signing any peace declaration form, Bia and Kobao. It will not solve any issue. It will not bring about any peace. Let us focus on justice. After you go to Blakk Rasta and send be a Blakk Rasta and so they are to listen.
My brother, if I go to sit in peace and security meetings and I get to know exactly what to do to bring about peace, what to do to be able to prevent war, and I decide not to sign, I still have the knowledge in my head. Don't get me wrong. I am not saying don't sign. What I'm saying is this. Why is Mahama saying he appreciates what Asiedu Nketiah has said? According to Mahama, Asiedu Nketiah is not necessarily speaking for the party because the party has not agreed not to sign any pact yet. But he appreciates what Asiedu Nketiah said. And Asiedu Nketiah has said something so simple. What did he say? He said, hey, listen, we sign these peace pacts every now and then. Yet when elections come, you are the same people that bring about violence. And there's no accountability. Nobody has ever been held responsible for any violence in any of our elections. In the last elections, a number of people lost their lives to NPP violence. We saw an NPP minister of state wield a gun, AK-47 were told, and firing in the air. How accusing. True? What happened to this? We saw tax affiliated to the NPP break through courthouses and free accused persons. We saw the same tax, my brother, my sister, coming together to loot from ballot boxes and do whatever they wanted. Untrained security personnel hired by these guys in power, firing shots at the polling station. My brother, my sister, nobody was ever held responsible. In fact, a committee was set up to investigate the shooting of unqualified security personnel. Now we are told that a lot of them were actually illiterate and a lot more have been hired secretly, Nicodemously, by this government. So Mahama is simply saying, what is the importance of a peace pact if people are not going to be held responsible for crimes during and after the election? That's the big question he's asking. Are you just interested in us coming to sign so that you can go ahead and do all the bad things that you do? Is that what you want? Let the signing be meaningful. In other words, let it make sense. Let us sign and let everybody agree that should there be any problem, it shouldn't come from either of us, the MPP or the NDC. Better still, it shouldn't come from us or the other parties that are taking part in the elections. I think it makes sense. It's just a strong statement going out to tell those peace mongers. Remember, I didn't say warmongers, I said peace mongers. That listen, don't only make people sign peace pacts and then you go to sleep. And when perpetrators of evil during the elections go on a field walk, you are still asleep. No, we want them to be brought to book. Has Mahama made sense? Asiedu Nketiah, has he made sense? There's something that I would like to say. Come here, my youth. And this thing I want to say here is very simple. In the interest of Ghana, I think we should still go ahead and sign these peace treaties. What are these peace pacts all about? That we would make sure that no violence is started by us. We will do everything possible to protect the peace of the nation. I think that we owe the country nothing but peace. We owe the country nothing but love. We don't even need a peace pact in order to bring about and maintain peace in our country. But the evil people that we are, and people who have no respect for human beings, when elections come, the streets are empty because we always envisage violence. It is only in our country and around Africa that anytime elections are coming, people do ad hoc buying, projected buying, prophetic buying. They buy so much food and hoard because they believe there will be violence, there will be food shortage, and people cannot go out there and get food. There would be a curfew. Why? Is it doomsday? It's only in Africa that elections spell doom. It's only in Africa that election simply means doom for the people. Why is it difficult to choose a leader? Anytime we go out there to choose a leader, there is war. We are fighting and killing each other. Come here, my youth. What's the problem with us? Why can't we have common sense and tell everybody, hey, listen, it's just elections, it's not a war. If Mr. A wins, fair enough. If B wins, fair enough. There should never be a situation where we will pick guns against each other. Now, when we kill everybody, who are we going to rule over? The trees and the rocks? It's sad.
Blakk Rasta, you are beating about the bush. Let us go straight to the point. Yet Ghana, John Dramani Mahama has assured Ghanaians, if even there will be violence, it will never begin with the NDC. The NDC would never ever be the first party to introduce or start violence. Mahama akandada Ghana. In the peace beam na mope. A peace declaration form na mope. Mo person mo de handcuff. Egu NDC mpanimfo nsa ensi. Me say mo person mo de handcuffs. Egu NDC mpanimfo nsa ensi. Yet Ghana ha yehu bi da. Ehu bi denti NDC for say. Yen sign kwasia peace declaration form bia Asiedu Nketiah okasa NDC akasa. He is the national chairman of NDC. I am telling Mahama, I'm telling the leadership of the NDC, never ever sign any peace form. Believe you me and listen to me carefully. Hey, money ekufad na ekwa akuo. You people are going to meet the most violent man in Ghana, Ekufuado, who is so poised to install Bawumia or for Bawumia to succeed him. Such a person, you don't go into any peace agreement. What you must go into is assurance of justice. Said justice, ebeye juma, because justice eye juma, of course, peace will be guaranteed. Like our motto says, freedom and justice. They never said freedom and peace. So why are you going about looking for peace? Go and look for justice, and justice will bring peace to you. Let us stop beating about the bush. Let us stop beating the drums of peace. Let us rather beat the drums of justice. Me, as I sit here, I don't need any peace. What I need is justice. Say Ghana from Kotuaba. Let the will of the people prevail. Say Ghana for say, Mumuni Baomeani pa, so shall it be. Say Ghana for say, John Dramani Mahama pa, so shall it be. Let the will of the people prevail without firing a single bullet. This is what I am asking you Ghanaians or you so-called Empenny4 Peace Council to do. Go and give them justice form to sign. Let a Akufo-Addo sign the form. Will say he will make sure, as a certain president say, justice will prevail. Pepe ye honesty be ye juma isi enriemo. Se mo kon sa na se mo ma pepe ye juma. Of course, peace will come to you. Peace is always available when there is justice. But whereby you are throwing away justice and fighting for peace there, you are fighting for the wind, you are fighting for nothing substantial. You are bottom. We behave as if we are dogs. We behave as if we are dogs. Let us behave like rational human beings. Let us behave like rational people. The NDC has always stood for peace, and I can attest to that fact. Under NDC, election be anywhere, they oversaw sebi basa biasi Ghana ha. John Dramani Mahama na can say he will make sure say bibi boni bi abeshasia, it will never ever come from the NDC. Let Akufo-Addo and Bawumia come out to say the same thing. Then we can sit down and talk. Let them, allow justice to work. By in 2020, Nipa watching na yebo wontu no. Let Akufo-Addo come out and address that issue. Then we can sit down and talk. Ameswali kakamu dieni nano. Let Akufo-Addo come out and address that issue. Then we can sit down and talk. The brutality, Delta Force, no. Let Akufo-Addo come out and disband the Delta Force. Then we can sit down and talk about peace. This is what I want you people to know. Say justice and the peace, they go hand in hand. You cannot take justice and leave out peace. The same way you cannot take peace and leave out justice. So if there is anything to fight for, it's supposed to be justice and not peace. As simple as that. It's as simple as that. Master. It's as simple as that. The chairman Freemind. Enjoy the rest of your time, and I'll see you in my next video. Makramo.
When you compare the current government to John Mahama, then John Mahama is an angel. People didn't understand. People said, "Oh, now you are going to NDC." I'm not going to NDC. I am a movement for change member. But truth must be told. The way, we dealt with John Mahama. Just knowing just the brother who is not even an appointee, and just Muntari, just one sister in the system. Hey, the things that we said. Look, it will take a truthful person to regret this. Me, when I was in MPP, everybody knows that I speak my mind. You took an economy. They gave you inflation of 13%. Interest rate was 21% or so. And all that. Then interest rate moved to 50%. And now coming down. Inflation close to 50%. Now at 25%. CD from 3 CDs, 80 pesos. People used to say 4 CDs. So let's take the 4 CDs. And now 15 CDs. Why?